today. From Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Russell Wilson and the Denver Broncos taking on Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Denver Broncos. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the man who proclaims to be from a whole pack of Badgers. Came into the league back in 2012, Russell Wilson.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that, because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. For these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. His throw incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 12-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Williams. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7, as that one officially a loss of 1. Throwing is Wilson. And that is incomplete. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head, because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020. The man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there was also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
First carry for Austin Eckler, who's a Colorado native. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Herbert. Flush to his right. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
The Chargers had 10-3 on the year, and they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now it's Herbert. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On 4th down, Herbert. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. To the air again, Herbert. Throw left side, complete. That's McKinney. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Chargers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Edmonds, he's just going to sit on this one, and that'll be a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
On 2nd down, Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Up the middle they go with Drake. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Now a throw here to his running back. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. Herbert now. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here we go on fourth. Herbert got his man complete over the middle. It's McKinney. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. So after the fourth down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McKinney. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. One man in the backfield, that's Gordon. 2nd and goal. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And this brings up a 3rd and goal. Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Well, let's see where they turn on 3rd and goal from the 5. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. McPherson's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Edmonds, he's just going to sit on this one, and that'll be a touchback. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Wilson's throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Wilson will throw again. He'll drop this down to Williams. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Drake. Touchdown Broncos. Kenyon Drake in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first, this one from 38. McPherson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Charger drive about to get going. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Give him the third down conversion. 5 yards on the play. On first down, Justin Herbert. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. Herbert on first down now. He's going to let it go end zone for Allen. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McKinney. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 24-yard line. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He finds his man, complete. It's McKinney. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Herbert off of play action. Buying time to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Now Gordon on first down. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Again, Gordon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Melvin Gordon, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Edmonds, he's just going to sit on this one, and that'll be a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
On 2nd down, Wilson escaping the pressure right, and he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. It's taken to the 26. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll hand this one off to Gordon. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Back to throw here, Herbert. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action in Denver. Here's Herbert. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. He finds his man, complete. It's McKinney. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. They snap it to Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Now Wilson on first down. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. To try again after the sack. Wilson, and that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. The Broncos on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 16. Now this goes out wide for Drake, and he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Taken in at the 11. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
On second down, Gordon once more. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Quick slant complete to Keenan Allen. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll run it up the middle now. Gordon. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. Second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Herbert. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are right back in this football game. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the draw, here's Williams. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 16 more on that one and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. Quinn Miners, 3rd-round pick in 2021, called for the penalty. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now it's Wilson. Being chased out left. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Second and 14. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he returns this to the 22. The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and grind some clock with Gordon. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Now Herbert. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. It's Gordon. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And, oh, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. Herbert. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Herbert now to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, like all great games, it came down to the final snap, Charles. They had to heave it and hope, but the Hail Mary ultimately intercepted, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, and you never want to be in a situation where your entire game comes down to throwing a jump ball as far as you can. But in that situation, you want to loft it up and hope one of your guys can win in the air. This time, though, it was a defender who got up there, and that was the end of the ball game. Close one throughout. One team just had a little bit more at the end than the other.
So for the Chargers, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year.